everyone, it's Julie from Main Street USA Studios. We've got all the Disneyland news for you coming up next. This week, Magic Keys are on sale. Pirates of the Caribbean gets Genie Plus. Holidays are over, but we have 3 big events coming up at the Disneyland Resort. New 2024 merch, construction updates, and more. First up, Magic Keys are for sale again. Back in September of 2023, new Magic Key sales were temporarily suspended. Magic Keys officially go back on sale Wednesday, January 10th, and won't be available until 9 a.m. Pacific time at the earliest on that day. The availability of Magic Keys comes 2 days after the holiday season ends at the Disneyland Resort on January 7th. Typically, there are less crowds after the holidays at Disneyland, and this may explain the timing of the Magic Keys becoming available again. And if you don't know, there are 4 levels of Magic Keys. Each level has differing amounts of blackout dates, and the perks of each key tier vary as well. It's worth noting that prices for all keys has increased in the last few months. We'll start with the most expensive key with the least blackout date. The Inspire key is now $1,649. The Believe key is now $1,249. The Enchant key is now $849. And the Imagine key is now $499. And starting January 22nd, Pirates of the Caribbean and Disneyland Park will temporarily be available on Genie Plus. This is meant to be a temporary change while rides, like Haunted Mansion, which closes that same day, are under refurbishment. Many fans don't like this change because it makes the standby line longer. And this was one ride that hadn't been Genie Plus in the past, so it's hard to see another ride added to the Genie Plus list. This weekend on January 7th, the holiday season at the Disneyland Resort officially comes to a close. We love the holidays at the Disneyland Resort, and this year did not disappoint. There's always something new each year. But the resort won't stay quiet for long, as next weekend, starting January 11th and running through January 14th, the 2024 Disneyland Half Marathon Weekend is on. If you didn't know, this is especially exciting because Run Disney had taken a pause from Disneyland runs for a while. So we are excited that the runs are back at Disneyland. There are so many over in Florida. Unfortunately, all of the runs and events for next weekend are sold out, except for the virtual races. But the good news is there is another one. The new 2024 Disneyland Halloween Half Marathon Weekend will be September 5th through 8th at the Disneyland Resort this fall. But a very important note, registration for the Halloween Half will be on February 13th, in just about a month from now. As you may know, these runs are limited capacity and can sell out in minutes, so put it on the calendar if you're interested. And Sweethearts Nite is coming up soon on select nights starting January 23rd through Valentine's Day, February 14th. We tried to get tickets to this event, but it sold out very quickly. This is a Disney After Dark event, which means that it starts in the evening. Guests can enter as early as 6 p.m. and it goes until midnight. It's priced at $139, but it promises a sweet experience with specialty food, keepsakes, themed photos, as well as delightful music and entertainment. Seems like a magical way to celebrate love at the happiest place on Earth. And then one of our favorite celebrations is starting at DCA. The Lunar New Year celebration begins at DCA January 23rd and runs through February 18th. You can ring in the new year with festive decor, kids' crafts, special merch, some fun food offerings, and Mickey and Minnie will be dressed up for the Lunar New Year. You'll also find one of our favorite parade processions, Mulan's Lunar New Year procession. It has a cool Chinese dragon puppet, and of course Mulan and Mushu, along with music and dancers. And their recently launched 2024 merch line has taken Disneyland and DCA by storm. We've seen it all over the parks. The predominant theme seems to be a striking neon palette that really catches your eye. It's a little loud, but in a fun way. And enclosure and construction updates. Starting at Disneyland, the Astra Orbiter is closed without an opening date. It's being disassembled quite a bit. And the Mark Twain Riverboat is reopening February 3rd, so less than a month from now. The Blue Bayou restaurant is closing tomorrow, January 7th, and reopens January 20th. And Small World is closing this Monday, January 8th, and reopening January 19th. The Haunted Mansion is closing January 22nd with no reopening date yet. In downtown Disney, Dim Type Fun seems to have more structure built out on the interior. We can't wait for an official opening date. Over in DCA, Grizzly River Run closes January 8th. Inside Out is closing January 22nd, reopening February 9th. And World of Color will be closing January 8th. That's the water and light show at DCA.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more.